On his 90th birthday, the legendary folk singer and songwriter Pete Seeger was honored at a concert at New York's Madison Square Garden. Fellow musicians of all ages joined him on stage, singing the folk and protest songs that Seeger made popular decades ago.
If I didn't think music could help save the human race, I wouldn't be making music.
Green corn, green corn.
Pete Seeger first came to fame in the 1940s as a member of the Almanac Singers, then of the Weavers, and then went on his own. He was a founder of the Newport Folk Festival, where his performances in the early 1960s were captured by filmmaker Murray Lerner. Yet Seeger says he never planned to become a musician. The son of classical musicians, he could play several instruments by age 5. But as a teenager, he says, he wanted to spend his life in the woods.
I said, I'm going to be a hermit. That's the only way you can be honest in this world of hypocrisy. And I really meant it.
When Seeger took up music, it was to advance his political views, especially for civil rights and social justice, peace, and the environment. He believes he made his greatest contribution before 1960, setting an example for younger singers like Bob Dylan.
I showed a generation of young people you don't have to be a hypocrite yourself. You can find people who'd like to sing with you and to listen to your songs, and now there must be tens of thousands of us.
These days, Seeger often sings with his grandson, musician Tao Rodriguez Seeger, as in this video by the Hudson Valley Music Channel at last summer's Corn Festival in Beacon, New York, where he lives.
Enjoy your life, be calm, relax, for God is in no hurry.
It was one of many events to benefit Clearwater sloops, tall ships that are environmental classrooms sailing the Hudson River. Seeger launched Clearwater in 1969 to publicize the need to clean up polluted rivers. Today, the Hudson around Beacon is safe for swimming.
If there is a world here in 100 years, it will be because millions, hundreds of millions of people will use the brains God gave us. They may do a simple little thing every day, like putting the trash in the right place, or finding a way not to use a car.
Seeger still lives on the mountain where he and his wife Toshi built a log cabin in 1949. And he still chops wood almost every day.
No good.
They were living there in 1955 when, as a radical and former communist, Seeger was called to testify about his political beliefs and associates before the House Un-American Activities Committee. He refused, saying the demand violated his First Amendment right of free speech. 6 years later, he was found guilty of contempt of Congress and sentenced to a year in prison, although the case was later dismissed. As an old man, Seeger is at home in his country. Some of his songs have become akin to national anthems, like his version of Woody Guthrie's This Land Is Your Land, which he performed at the Lincoln Memorial Concert to celebrate President Obama's inauguration. Seeger led the huge crowd in a sing-along, as he does wherever he goes. Carolyn Weaver, VOA News, New York.